Welcome back. Now, at the border between Nigeria and Niger, a multinational force is working against Boko Haram. A camp opened last year in southeastern Niger to work to de-radicalize fighters and their families. The VOA's Nicolas Pignon has the story.
These buildings in Difa will go unnoticed if not heavily guarded by soldiers and having barbed wire on top of the walls. This is a transition camp for ex-Boko Haram fighters. About 150 people live here, mostly ex-militants, and next to them their wives and children. This center opened in December 2016. Behind the walls, some faces seem threatening, but there are teenagers' faces too, not really fighters. Ibrahim is one of them. Boko Haram kidnapped him when he was 12. He studied the Quran for 2 years, as taught by the militants before escaping.
It was a Friday. My dad told me to go to the fields and he would join me after the prayer. 2 men came on a motorcycle and took me. They said I could become a delinquent.
Niger authorities say you cannot fight Boko Haram only on the military level, and that fighters must be reintegrated into society. A larger and permanent de-radicalization center should open in few weeks, according to Difa Governor Dandano Mahamadou Lawali.
The government of Niger pays with its own money for the center. We made lots of efforts. This complex will have an administration, dorms, etc. Not only will we de-radicalize them, but we will also provide job training, as many joined Boko Haram because they were poor.
À l'intérieur des camps, parce que c'est généralement des jeunes qui n'ont pas de métier, qui n'ont pas d'emploi. Mais après, il faut procéder à une réinsertion sociale.
Residents of this camp will soon be transferred to the new center, but some would rather be free. Fatima Ibrahim is 20. Boko Haram kidnapped her 4 years ago near Maiduguri, Nigeria.
I hope I will return soon to Nigeria. I was forced to marry Boko Haram fighters and my parents do not even know I am here.
Many fighters interviewed by VOA deny any wrongdoing or minimize their participation. Malam Bukaradam used to be a teacher before joining Boko Haram. He claims he served as a doctor for the militant organization.
I left because of tensions among the group. Shekau militants and the Mama Nur ones fought 6 times. It's because of ideology. Islam is a peaceful religion. A good Muslim would never kill people.
Ex-Boko Haram fighters describe the group as weak, but say it will take years to defeat the ideology that militants spread across the region. Nicolas Pignon, VOA News, Difa, Niger.
You're watching Africa 54. I'm Joke Rogers. Africans in the diaspora look for ways to help out their home countries. For many Nigerians abroad, taking part in the electoral process back home will give them a chance to do just that. In South Africa, some socio-political groups made up of Nigerians are determined to pursue their rights to vote. Channels Television's Johannesburg Bureau Chief Betty De Beer has that story.
The groups claim that after many years of gentle lobbying, they are now ready to fight to be allowed to play a more active role in the nation's political space.
I'm calling on these parties to recognize their diaspora more strongly. We should be able to also vote in our conventions in our party back home in Nigeria.
Many Nigerians in diaspora, and we are all disenfranchised. And I believe that we can make a lot of difference if we are allowed to vote.
More than 10 African countries like South Africa, Botswana, Sao Tome and Principe and Algeria have provisions for external voting. Others like Ghana are still in the works implementation-wise. And Nigerians abroad say their case should be no different.
The best way to go, no lobby. We need to sue the appropriate authority that we believe will make it happen for us to vote in diaspora.
If they are interested in going to court, I will join them.
The chairman of the National Assembly Committee on Diaspora Matters, Honorable Rita Oji, says much more has actually been done on this matter.
The bill has passed the second reading. We are waiting. It has been sent to the Committee on Electoral Matters. And I was told to make an input, which I have done. So it is good for them to vote, and it's very important and natural.
She also raises the issue of the challenges of data collection for Nigerians abroad, which she says is being worked on alongside the National Identity Management Commission, NIMSI.
I think there are two things that we are hinting on: the data and the legislation. We in Committee on Diasporas, by the grace of God, we have been able to tackle both issues. The rest is remaining for the government to do their bit.
The groups insist that if data collection for the BVN has been successful, voter registration abroad and actual voting and even representation in government for those abroad must be given more serious thought and action. From Johannesburg, South Africa, Betty Dibia, Channels Television News.
Well, you're watching Africa 54. I'm Vincent McCory. A key innovation in Somalia is the growing use of cash assistance programs. The mobile money transfers enhance accountability and enable people to get help no matter where they are. Mohammed Yusuf has the story from Baidoa.
Abdurrahman Ali is buying weekly food for his family, displaced when his crops failed and livestock died. Ali is one of thousands of beneficiaries in Baidoa of cash relief initiatives provided by international NGOs.
When the cash transfer started, we were in debt at the shops. We've used the money to pay the debts and buy more food items. The money we get is not enough, so we look for part-time odd jobs, which are not available every day.
The father of 6 receives $70 every month on his phone. Aid agencies say distributing the funds directly to beneficiaries via mobile money transfers reduces the chances of fraud and corruption. Giving out cash instead of food has saved lives, says Qasim Mohammed of the Norwegian Refugee Council.
We were able to reach 6,000 families in Bai and Bakul regions, especially here in Baidoa town. Our biggest plan is to help these people with life-saving projects, like giving them unconditional cash transfer so that the money can reach them quickly and save lives.
Life-saving projects ay kamid yihiin unconditional cash transferka ama lacagta aan shuruudo ku xirnayn oo sida dhaqsaha qofka u gaarta si loo badbaadiyo maadaama dadkan xoolihii iyo beerihii iyo waxyaabooyinka ay haystaan ay soo lumiyeen.
Aid agencies say government checkpoints and threats from Al-Shabaab and other armed groups make food aid hard to deliver, forcing them to rethink ways to help.
One of the big changes this year in terms of programming is using a cash-based approach, which is providing people with cash at a household level, so they can choose the commodities that they want to buy that meet their family's needs. The market operates in Somalia, so the food and goods are available, and it brings back some dignity and decision-making to the household rather than being a passive recipient of humanitarian assistance.
When famine struck in 2011, Al-Shabaab controlled much of central and southern Somalia. Aid agencies couldn't access people in need, and 250,000 people died.
Food distribution at the centers was not good. You were forced to stand in long queues, which was hard for the elderly and disabled. Sometimes people were terrorized by gangs attacking us with weapons. We prefer money. It's easy to receive money through your phone and send it to people back at the village and farm.
The drought has displaced more than 600,000 people in Somalia. Aid agencies say 1 million people in the country are cut off from assistance because of security threats. Mohammed Yusuf for VOA News, Baidoa, Somalia.
It's time now for a short break. Before we go, a reminder to visit our website, channelstv.com, for all the latest information around the clock. You can also find us at youtube.com/channelsweb. Still to come, a jaw fossil discovered in northern Morocco suggests that it came from one of the last dinosaurs that lived in Africa before their mass extinction. We'll have that story after the break.